What's up, my fitness family? Brent Casper with BKPT. Guess what? Have you ever played chicken with a blind man? Maybe you just don't know if you ever did or not. So here's a funny story, and this goes along with my Fit Blind Man Chronicles, right? So I've been telling you guys stories all month, just a little bit about kind of things that go on in my life, and people might not even know. So this past weekend, we were out at the President's Cup. All right, my wife and I and several clients, and just out enjoying another beautiful day here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was super sunny out, not too humid, not too hot, super comfortable. So it was a great day. Okay, get there super early. So we're running around enjoying just, watching the players play, conversating, and we had a busy day ahead of us. And it was getting closer to the time we have to leave. So my wife and I, she's on the HOA. If you're not sure what an HOA is, it's a board of representatives that is kind of like for the community, right? So they try to organize events, make sure that things are running smoothly, and yada yada yada. But so she's in charge of the end of the year pool party, which was this past Saturday also. So we're at the golf tournament. We know we have to be back and set up at the pool. We got the speaker system and food and yada yada, whatever else. So I wanted to make sure I hit up the gift shop. That way I can get a cool hat like this, right? So I wanted to make sure I hit up the gift shop, the pro shop before leaving, and something to remember that day with. And we go into the pro shop, the merch shop, and it was insane. So I didn't even want to. I told Jen, I was like, "Look, I don't even want to go into this place. This is nuts. Like, this is like literally a tent as big as like a Sam's Club." And it was too much. So I literally walked in, grabbed the first two visors that we saw, because I really don't like hats, but I wanted to get a visor. That way I can, show off still some of my spikes. But, it ended up working out because I ended up really liking the hat. We did peek around a little bit, and there wasn't really too much that I wanted to get. So we check out. I mean, that was a story within itself, but we check out, and we're literally running late. So we're running down the cart path, and I'm running. We're trying to get to, the parking lot so we can leave. There's a security guard scooting towards us that was in a golf cart and totally didn't see him. So I'm running. He's driving straight at me. Like, he wants to see if I'm going to move because he wants me off his cart path. But he's playing chicken with a blind man, so I don't really even see him. And I'm sprinting, and last minute I see him and jump off the cart path, just kind of to dodge him. And my wife was like, "Man, Brent, that dude was mean mugging you. Like, he wanted to just challenge you." And it just stinks because at the end of the day, you don't know what is happening in someone's life. Yeah, you know what? I look like I'm in shape. I look like I have everything all together. And I'm not running around with a cane because I have done pretty well, I feel like, for the beginning years of my life since I was 8 years old. So it's not something that I felt like I need yet because I haven't been running into a whole lot of stuff. But obviously I do have a visual impairment that does enable me from seeing stuff because things are in my blind spots. So obviously I totally got this guy in a whole angry mood and obviously almost suffered some severe injuries. But by the grace of God and me being able to jump out of the way, no one was hurt. So, but I don't know, it was crazy. Like, it's crazy to think and see that, people just, assume the best for everybody or the worst for everybody, right? So we all have these like painted images in our mind of, oh my God, he's in great shape. He must have it all together. Or, oh my gosh, like, she has X, Y, and Z. And we just have this like painted image. And that's what social media really does. Like, it paints this image that, success or, whatever, all these forthcomings are great and they were really easy to accomplish and there was really no turmoil along the way, right? That's what you guys think. That's what you guys see. That's what you guys, get out of certain things. And this is what I want to tell you is there's so many people that want to get started on a fitness journey and want to start working out. So I'll get a phone call from somebody and they want hey, Brent, I really need your help. Whether you're writing programs, keeping me accountable, training me one-on-one, training me online, however it might be, but I really only want to use you, meaning in a nice way, right? You really only want to use me and my services for 30 days. They need to get jump-started. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. Let's take a step back. Let's kind of see and analyze this situation because at the end of the day, you know and I know that it takes more than 30 days to get not only where you want to be, but also to maintain it. Because what have you been doing up until this point, right? If you haven't been successful on doing this on your own and painting this picture that this is something, monstrous that you're going to have a very hard time accomplishing, so you just don't start on your own, and you really want somebody like myself to help you get jump started in the right direction. You're going to learn everything you possibly could need to know in 30 days, and you're never going to have another hiccup again, knocking you off track, so therefore you're not yo-yoing back and forth, right? Heck no! So my main question to them is, and this is, just literally conversating, right? So my main question is, let's try to find something that's going to work for you long term, right? Long term meaning your life. So what's going to have the least amount of roadblocks, what's going to have the least amount of, distractions or things that are going to keep you from doing it. So if it's going to your gym that's next to your house and running through a circuit on machines and doing some cardio or doing cardio and just walking outside or whatever it might be, but you can be 100% consistent with it for the rest of your life, is that better than starting a program with a personal trainer and then either A, not being able to afford it, and then B, not knowing that you can actually follow through with the commitment of not wasting your money with that personal trainer, because anything's a waste of money if you're not using it, right? So you want to make sure that you're utilizing your stepping stones and therefore you're having success. Because consistency is what builds the success. Doing it on a day in, day out basis is what builds success. So that's what happens when you built your business. That's what happened whenever you were focused on whatever it is that you wanted to kick butt in. And that's what's going to happen for this as well. So if you are consistent in going out and just doing a 45-minute walk, I shouldn't say just, I'm sorry. If you are consistent with going out and doing a 45-minute walk on a daily basis, then that is what you should do if you know that's something that you can do day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out. Because guess what? I guarantee you, you're going to be living healthier. You're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to have bigger accomplishments, right? You might eventually, through that, end up being able to find the importance, need, financial means to pay for a personal trainer. So therefore, at the end of the day, that's what your outcome will be because you've built that consistency in this facet of your life, right? So my goal for you is to find that serum, that one thing that you know that you can be consistent with, and make that change so that way you have positive success in your health, your well-being, because the yo-yo dieting is way harder on your system than it is to go out and to go out and be consistent and have success. All right, so there's your little playing chicken with a blind man part that went in my life this last weekend. Also with a great story, hopefully to motivate you, give you the right mindset teach you the right consistency to have the success that you're going to need to have to get the results, which is, at the end of the day, living healthier and also making yourself a better version of yourself so you can give to people out there that need you. All right? Brent Casper, BKPT, Brent Casper Personal Training. I am signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video.